13 miles, 6,000 feet of elevation, some of the most magnificent views that you can get in the world. Today we're doing the Middle Teton, baby. Hell yeah.
See ya.
Good morning, bums and bumettes. It's about to turn 7 a.m. out here in the Grand Teton National Park. We pulled into the parking lot just about right after sunrise, I'd say. Yeah, right after sunrise. And today we're trying to tackle the Middle Teton. So a lot of elevation, a lot of challenges. Probably the hardest hike that I've ever done. But for now, it's all about waking up, getting those first few steps in. My hands are really cold. It's still really cold. Boom. Look at that. Only 5,800 feet of elevation to go. So we just passed Taggart Lake, or rather passed an overview to see Taggart Lake in. And what's really nice about this first part of the hike, besides the elevation and the deep breaths, is that I've already done it. The first part of the hike leads up to Amphitheater, Surprise Lake, Delta Lake. Kind of nice to get off to a crazy hike with some stuff that you already know. I will say this is probably going to be the hardest hike that I have ever done. Over 6,000 feet of elevation, 13 miles, as well as some obstacles. There's about a mile-long boulder field coming up after these switchbacks. And then we have a couloir, the Southwest Couloir. It's the easiest way to approach the mountain from. But allegedly, that's a pretty tough place too. So we're really looking at an ass kicker today. Hello, little guy. Tell me, where is the waterfall? Oh, sorry. Guess that was rude. We're actually making really great time right now. Almost 4 miles in, 2,000 feet of elevation. So a lot more elevation, but sharply slowing down here soon. It's always a challenge figuring out when you want to pop open the caffeine though. We didn't see that. Well, that looks like the place to re-up and grab water. Ooh, that water's cold. So we officially made it to the boulder field. Doing some scrambling, some climbing now. Got that guy right up there. There's the black dike. So they were saying that you'll be able to see that feature when you're starting to get relatively close. But it looks like we're gonna make our way over that way and then up that ridge right there. So should be an exciting climb. That's cool. Nice. I don't want to scare you guys. I'm behind you though. No, you guys are testing all the rocks to ramp.
Don't blame us if we get lost.
I think you're doing a pretty good job. Are you guys doing middle or grand?
Middle.
Middle? Nice.
Where are you going?
That's where I'm heading to.
Nice.
I'm at a downtown.
Oh, nice. You don't...
Yeah, she's awesome, man. So we just got done with what I'll probably call the test boulder field. That's down that way. Now we've got the actual real boulder field, the actual challenge. But this bowl is beautiful. Nice little spot to stop and check things out. The middle is that one right there. Nice and easy to tell. I talked about the black dike earlier, but. And then over here, we got Disappointment Peak right there. I've climbed that one before. That one's called Disappointment Peak because you climb it, you think you're at the top, and then you see the Grand right behind it and you realize you got to go a little bit further. But we're making good progress. Almost there. Found myself a nice big boulder in the boulder field. We're having a little bit of lunch. To be honest, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but I'm also realizing I think I'm starting to get my elevation lungs a little bit. This one hasn't seemed as bad as some of the other high elevation hikes that I've done this year. Of course, I'm saying that, and we still have the hardest part to go. So we'll see how we feel when we get to the top, but feeling really good today. Whew. Walking across the boulder field. I can't think of anything that rhymes with boulder field. Yo, 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 where my alpine marmots at? Where are my boys? Oh, that's beautiful. I'm in it now. Oh, flat ground, look at that. Yay. So this has been one of the most challenging hikes I've ever done in my life, if not the most challenging hike. Let's go this way. Definitely glad I did it. Since I've moved to Jackson and live really close to Teton National Park, hitting and climbing one of the Tetons has been a goal of mine. Hello, bird. Admiring the view as well, buddy. But here's the thing. The Middle Teton is probably the line for, needing technical experience and equipment is right here. The Middle Teton is probably just about there. So we're getting back to the couloir. We're going up the Southwest Couloir route, but we came in from the east, which means we kind of gotta go back and loop around. That loop around should be right over there, and then it's just the summit after that. So we're not making as good time now that we've gotten high up here in the elevation. I'm really starting to feel it every step, just getting out of breath really quick, just since we're up here so much higher. But we're almost there. We're knocking. Well, that's super cool. I might have gone the wrong way though. All right, we should just have to make our way onto the other side of this snowfield right here. Sorry about the wind too, I know it's bad, but the couloir should be just right on the over on the other edge, and then we'll climb up that ridge, and there we go. Well, there we go. Huh, what's that over there? Idaho, 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 Idaho. Well, this is cool. We got Wyoming over here, and we got Idaho over here. Right on the split. That also means that we should be coming across Iceflow Lake soon, which is kind of you need to see that before you make the turn. Oh, there we go. There's Iceflow. Oh, what a view. Wow. So way off in the distance, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, those mountains over there, that's the entrance to West Yellowstone. And then we're heading up this way, just along this ridge. I think that's the couloir right in there. So, almost there. And by almost there, I mean not almost there. We have the hardest part by far coming up. My mom's been worried that a lot of my recent videos have been quote unquote too dangerous. So this one's for you, Mama. They recommended, a lot of the reviews I read recommended wearing a helmet. So I'm wearing a helmet. It's my snowboarding helmet. A little bit warm, but it's keeping my head warm. So, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you probably should do a rock climbing helmet, but actually I can see some people coming down, so maybe we'll get some advice. I look like a pilot, I feel like. Oh boy, this snow's a little bit slippery. And we do not want to slide down there. Oh boy, do I climb this? I heard mention of one part that was a really schnasty climb, and I'm hoping it's this, because I think I can manage this, but how you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Any recommendations for me on the way up?
It might seem like you're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
I think you can take really any of them.
Yeah.
If you keep going up, there might be some better than others.
Gotcha.
So if you keep going up, you're going to go up.
There's quite a few people up there. You might catch some of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's like 10 people in front of you. So
Cool.
You might see.
I'll see which whoever falls. Well, we won't go that way.
Yeah.
We won't go that way.
You got this.
Sounds good, guys. Safe travels down, okay?
You too.
All right, there's the couloir, baby. That's where we're heading next. Oh, it is getting intense though. we go. That's the way we gotta go. Oh, this is hard. Slowly but surely making our way up. Oh, wow, that's a couloir. It is killer. Having to stop about every 20, 30 feet or so just to catch my breath. You really don't want to walk around with this sort of stuff. I will say buying health insurance does put a lot of the things you do into perspective. Having to pay your own premiums and pay for your own broken limbs does put some things into perspective for you, you know? Oh my gosh. This is like the worst time to get 1,000 miles stuck in your head. Is that what that song's called? And you know I'd walk 1,000 miles. Oh, f me. Oh, singing is good. Singing good. That's a view. Oh my God. Gotta get my pants. What is the best way up this bad boy? I think maybe. Oh, yeah, this is not a good place to fall. So let's make sure. This way. Put the foot over there. All right, catch your breath. Oh. I just got hit with a moment of clarity where I realized what I'm doing. Oh, and that was not good. It's like my consciousness snapped on. I hope that hasn't been flapping in the way the whole time. It's like my consciousness snapped on. And it's like my consciousness snapped on and I can feel my legs shaking a little bit. You don't want to be climbing when you're nervous. Take some deep breaths. Get our head back in the game here. Oh, who sings that song? Rebecca Black? Is that Rebecca Black sings 1,000 miles? Give me strength, Rebecca Black. All right, come on. Oh, okay, come on, Matt. You're all right, buddy. You're okay. Whew. So I read online that there was about like a 6-foot part that you had to climb and you really didn't want to fall on. I think that might have been it. Oh, flat ground. Hell yeah. What do we get? Well, not flat ground. Well, that's not right. Where do we go from here? Probably up that way. All right, well, I don't love standing on ledges that are 4 feet across with sheer drops on both sides, so I'm gonna keep going. Oh, do not stop and think about how high up you are. Yeah, that's a rough one.
I barely could get up that. I had to go on my knees.
That was one that I got halfway up and I was like, legs are shaking. I need to take a deep breath before doing the rest of this.
Yeah, no, I got up like partly the way and I go, how the f am I gonna do this?
Do you guys think that's the best route up to the top, going that way around that curve?
Where I saw us come from is probably.
It's kind of just straight up.
That's a good way to go. Just so you guys know too, there's 3 guys that they're probably about halfway up right now, so you guys may want to keep an eye out for them coming up.
Thanks for that stuff.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Be safe getting down.
You too.
Whew. Another false peak. Is this the top? Oh man. Holy shit. Woo. Wondering where you guys were. There you guys go, looking good. Beautiful views. So we officially summited. Views are absolutely beautiful. You get sights of 3 different ranges up here. Got the Absaroka over there, Grovant over that way, and then over that way I think you can just kind of catch the Snake River range. I mean plus the Teton range, the one that we're in. And it's absolutely stunning. I love to think the first recorded ascent of this mountain was in 1944, and I love the idea that the chaos of the Second World War was running on and going on, and some goober like me was just like, you know what, I gotta get out of all that. I gotta get away from all that. Let's go summit the Middle Teton, because it's absolutely stunning out here. It's beautiful. You can just barely make out a few people on the peak of the Grand, climbing up and down. So maybe that's definitely going on the bucket list.
Plus, you get a cool view of Moran.
For now, I think we're gonna grab some lunch, just enjoy the views, enjoy the accomplishment, then just put the video in reverse. Got to do the same thing down. We came from down there. Where's the trail at? Right there. Came from that trail. And then what do we got? And then Jackson itself is way down there. You can see a Snow King. All the nice ski runs. But, geez, man, top of the world. There we go. You can see everybody coming down. Well, coming down was a bit easier, but not by much. You gotta be really careful. I had a crowd coming down, so you really gotta be careful about rolling the rocks, especially in couloir like that. Don't wanna be bonking anybody on the head, even if they are wearing a helmet. Turns out rocks and the human skull, not a great mix. At this point, we have about 6.5 miles back to the car, but gravity is once again our friend. Knees are starting to feel it a little bit. But the hiking poles, I just got those hiking poles. Probably the best $30 investment I've ever made in my life. We do got some clouds in there. I don't think any rain's coming in. It'd be nice to be a little lower elevation, just in case it decides to hit. Well, we're done with the hard part. And by done with the hard part, I mean done with the part that's literally trying to kill us every step of the way. Of course, I did open my big fat mouth, and there are now raindrops coming down. No wood to knock on above the tree line as well, so hopefully not too much. Not horrible right now, but definitely don't want to be out in the rain up this high. Definitely should have shut my big fat mouth. Getting a little bit of hail now, so I folded. I put the rain jacket on. Uh-oh, just got nailed. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. None of you saw that. Well, I was gonna say, this is probably the craziest, one of the craziest, if not the craziest hike I've ever done. So if you're still watching, feel free to drop a like, feel free to drop a subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, tell me about the craziest hike you've ever done. Give me some things to put on my bucket list. Would really appreciate that. Can't get the shoes wet on this one. Oh boy, here we go. I'm like the kid in the Polar Express, baby. Look at that. Mountain master. Well, I'm a big dum-dum. Wasn't checking my map enough and went down the wrong side. Went down over there, which is not a good way to go down, when I need to be over there. So, doing a little backtracking. I was gonna say route finding is usually a little bit more easy on the way down, but I got a little cocky with it. Now we're not exactly lost, but, you know, maybe not all who wander are lost. Although, where the fuck am I? Well, this is probably the coolest place I've ever gotten water. Doing a bit of a repair stop, letting my feet rest for a bit, got the shoes off, covering up some blisters, so that's all good. Probably gonna put some sunscreen on. And then we're heading down down into the valley, and that should be the end of the boulder field. I keep saying that, I always say that the hardest part is over, but after the boulder field, we'll be back on the trail, no route finding, no climbing, nothing like that, so. Everybody loves new socks. New socks. Yeah. High mountain goat. Oh, look at him go. One of our brothers of the mountain. The G-O-A-T. God. The G-O-A-T, goat, mountain goat. It's all mountain goats. So that was pretty cool, but. Goat, G-O-T, G-O-A-T. Check that out, waterfall right into the ice shelf. That's pretty cool. And it disappears. Everybody say bye, Middle Teton. Last good view of the Middle Teton. All besides until we're back out on the road. Think I might finish up the day by stopping by the restaurant I work at, grabbing a nice big juicy steak, take that home, pop open a beer, eat and drink both of those guys naked in bed as I watch Jurassic Park. Love Grand Teton National Park. Thank you to the old park rangers who do all that heavy uplifting to keep these trails so beautiful and so pristine. As we're finishing up, I'll leave you guys with a closing thought that I've been thinking about on my way down the mountain. And it's about the reasons why men climb mountains. And I'm thinking, I'm not entirely sure if it's us who climb the mountains or if it's the mountains who climb us. I'll see you next week. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. I said I was sorry. I'm sorry for bothering you, cutie patootie. But you are a cutie patootie. All right, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'm gone. Someone's been feeding you, I think, mister. Look at his foot. I'm not gonna give you anything, but I'm gonna step around you, okay? So please, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to scare you. I'm just, I gotta keep going down the path, dude. I don't wanna scare you. I'll go over this way though. Bro is hungry. All the geese in a row.